Hello world, it's Vagabond here. Welcome to my brand new video. I'm starting this episode in the town of Lukovac in Bosnia and Herzegovina. This is my second visit to this lovely country, finally in summer. And this time I'm going to focus on the exploration of some peculiarities of local railway network. So this town of Lukovac is famous for the fact that this is one of the very few places in Europe where you can still find operational steam locomotives. Steam locomotives that were produced in Germany in 20th century still operate in the vicinity of this town. They operate on some coal mines, so they transport cargo. It's highly likely that in the nearest future their service will be suspended just because of the fact that they are too old. It takes a lot of effort to maintain them. The task number one is to find these steam locomotives. Actually, right now we are approaching the railway station of Lukovac. I see the dispatcher tower and actually zero steam locomotives. I can say that this railway is historical not just because of the fact that there are still some operational steam locomotives, but also because of the equipment which is used here. Look at this level crossing. It has this kind of chain mechanisms. You can see these kind of wires that are stretched from the building of the dispatcher tower, because he also controls the switches. So he pulls up and pulls down different controllers to consequently close and open the barrier of this level crossing. Старые локомотивы, паровозы je ovdje?
Ovdje budu, sad moraš idel pitat one, hoće li dolaziti.
Ali oni budu ovdje danas ili sutra?
A ne budu. A moraš dol pravo pa na Šikulje, dol ona bude, samo prugom pravo pa pitaj nekog ili ono ovako blokara.
Aha.
Ona dol bude, znači samo prugom pravo ideš dol pa ćeš.
Hvala za informaciju.
Ne možeš promaš, ništa, samo pravo i danju.
Da, razumijem. Okay, I've just discovered that the steam locomotives still operate here, so they probably went for the loading of coal, and the actual coal mine is located not here, not in Lukovac, but somewhere in the vicinity of this place. So basically the guys on the background just told me to go straight, and yeah, highly likely that I will encounter this kind of the coal mine and potentially see the steam locomotive. Or maybe it's just better to communicate with the actual railway workers, because that guys just seem to be locals. They didn't seem to be railway workers. But here is the railway station, so let's try to talk to these railway guys. Recite mi molim, a stari lokomotiv, паровоз, он je не ovdje?
Steam machine?
Ne. Da.
Šikulje.
А он радит или не радит вообще?
Radi, danas.
Радит. А, danas?
Šikulje.
Šikuje to je место, да?
Dole rudnik.
А, то есть иду далее, видим рудник.
Ne dolaze tu, ne dolaze tu. Stare mašine
Da.
ne dolaze tu. Samo na rudnik.
Samo na rudnik.
2 kilometra.
2 kilometra. Ага. Окей.
Pravo, bez pješke.
Да.
A tom prugom ne možeš pogriješiti. Samo pravo. Pravo i pa sad će vod da te ne bi udario. Da li ideš slušaj kod ideš išao.
Да, да, razumijem.
Ali imaš dvije sad dolu Šikuljom.
Aha.
Dvije parne ima. Jedna radna, jedna ne radi, jedna slip.
Ага, ага.
A moraš snimati.
Да, да, да. А сам с Rusije?
A s Rusija?
С Rusije, da.
Djevojku u Gruziji. Ja.
Djevojka.
А, девушка из Грузии.
Na moru je upoznao.
Ага.
Evo, pričali smo ovako, ruski smo dobro pričali. Ja sam učio ruski, a zaboravio.
Ага.
Na osmi.
I moja originalna ruskinju predavala mi ruski.
Može i
Znači,
napiti, da bacamo.
I ja kažem njoj, hoću ja pušt na času. Margarita Vladimirova Ogliću Borna, idi iskuši jednu. Na času, bez razlije.
So this is the dispatcher tower. Dispatcher in this tower change switches by using these wire mechanisms. There are controllers inside this tower. Now the locomotive will follow another track and just maybe leave the station. Добрый день. А можно увидеть механизм? Can I see the controllers of the switch?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Da, dobar dan.
Samo ono tamo. Nemoj slikat ono tamo. Hajde.
Yeah, so we are in the building of the dispatcher. Here are the mechanisms that are used to change the switches. So basically, if you pull this controller up, the switch changes to another truck. This is how the mechanism works. Hvala puno. By the way, some of the cables slash wires that, as I initially thought, were designed to change switches, they are also connected to semaphores. Currently, at this position, the semaphores are closed. So when the traffic light slash semaphore is open, it inclines that way, like 45 degrees. Okay, we are finally in the industrial area around the mine where steam locomotives work. I already see two of them. Okay, apparently we are in and we can finally see this real-time steam locomotive. Look at that. What year is the production of this locomotive? Do you know?
I think it is 42.
So this is the wartime locomotive produced in Germany, I think.
Yes.
Around like 1940s. And it's still in operation in near Tuzla coal mines. There is also another steam locomotive which is out of service right now. So here we are in the actual steam locomotive. It's all working. This is the stove for the coal. This is the coal mine. Yeah, look at that. It's all burning inside, so it's ready for service. And here is the tender. This wagon is called tender. It's full of coal, which is picked up by the shovel from here and put straight there, basically. Here are all of these mechanisms, so it's all like manual. You know, it's almost 80 years old, even more. This is the view from the train driver cabin, backwards. It's always open, yes?
Yes.
It never closes.
Yeah.
Yeah, just now we heard the whistle of the steam locomotive. Currently we are standing next to the second locomotive, which is out of service for several days. Something just got broken here, but it also works at this coal mine near Tuzla. It was also produced around the same year as that one, so it's also like the wartime locomotive made in Germany in like 1940s. Look how massive their wheels are. They are lubricated, so that means that it's like the functional one, functional steam locomotive. Two of them are working here. Basically, they shunt trains like with these kind of wagons all around the station. And then that trains that are marshaled with the help of these steam locomotives, they are pulled either there or in that direction by diesel locomotives.
This is broke here.
One of these pipes.
Yes. No. Up there.
Aha. So, like the boiler part.
Yes.
Aha. Okay. Do you think how much time will it take to repair this locomotive?
About month.
1 month. So
Salary in this world is in this country is very small. You have to work 2-3 jobs for living.
what would be the average salary, let's say, in Tuzla?
In Tuzla, it is about
300 euros.
yes.
In Tuzla, this is the monthly salary here.
Yes.
Well, yeah, not a lot.
Not.
Not at all.
We have here a salary of 500 euros.
So it's a bit, a bit more than average
Yes.
for this city.
Yes.
Moj narod, ne люблю Putina i друзья Putina. A narod, ruski narod, ko narod. A ne ljubimo on, нет. Когда была война, 1900
92. Вторая година. Мы, бошняци, не было оружия. Нет, ничего. Я могу сад. Тебя. Ничего у тебя. Ничего. Серби помогут из-за русские страны. Русские страны, державы, страны. Стреляли мой народ. То помни и скажи, а мой народ не хороший народ. Ты человек, а ой, человек. Помнишь, что я говорил? Я помнишь?
До видения.
До свидания.
До свидания.
А забил говорит, а очень хорошо я говорю.
Even though it's been 30 years since the end of the Bosnian War, you can still find the reminiscences of that crazy period of time, such as shell traces on the facades of buildings. Here they are, you can see them pretty much everywhere in the country, in the capital city in Sarajevo, in province like here in Tuzla. Even though I did not manage to have a reasonable breakfast as well as the reasonable lunch, finally I can have a reasonable dinner. So I ordered the grilled chicken with some kind of salad and French fries, and also they serve this kind of the bread, so must be delicious, and it costs just €4. We are currently in the very center of the city, and let me say that it looks very nice and livable. I see a lot of people, actually crowds of them. Tuzla is rightfully claimed one of the most multicultural cities in Bosnia and Herzegovina. Behind me you can see the mosque. If I turn around you can see the, where is it? Well, somewhere here must be the dome of the Catholic Cathedral. Well, possibly there are also some Orthodox churches, I'm not sure. So the city is populated by Serbs, by Bosnians, probably by Croats, those who are Catholics. Here is a mix of cultures, and you can see it on the streets. This is new day in Bosnia and Herzegovina. I'm still in Tuzla and decided to walk around different areas of the city today. Today is the holiday. Here is the celebration of the so-called Labor Day. The majority of things just don't work, despite the fact that this is the celebration of the Labor Day. Nothing is really working, aside from some maybe essential stores. I've just got to Tuzla railway station, which seems to be completely abandoned. In the past, trains from at least Sarajevo arrived here, maybe from other places of Bosnia and Herzegovina. Currently, all the rails are rusty, and I have no idea when the last train arrived here. Probably many years ago. Some kind of the river, or maybe it's just like the urban canal, urban drainage canal, right next to the living neighborhood. Actually, almost no people today on the streets. We are not that far from the city center, and I literally see no one. Just occasionally cars are driving, but that's it. So when it's like the holiday time in this area, pretty much everyone either leave it or stay at home. But even markets and grocery stores do not work today. I have no idea where I can get some more supplies aside from like small grocery stores, but like chain supermarkets like this one, they're completely closed today. As long as there is nothing to do anymore in Tuzla, I decided to visit the depot where some of the steam locomotives stay, where they're fixed probably. But well, evidently the depot is closed and doesn't seem to be possible to get inside it. I see the car there, so it's secured, so I will not sneak there. But I already see some of the old locomotives, even two of them. There's one of the steam locomotives on the left and another couple, or maybe there are 4 of them, 4 steam locomotives on the right. Alright guys, this is my second day of the exploration of Bosnian railways. Actually the third day, but yesterday was like the holiday and nothing really worked, and even though I filmed a couple of footages, they are kinda useless because I didn't see trains in action, and that's what I'm hoping to do today. I'm currently in the town of Oskova/Banovići. It is relatively close to Tuzla, and this place is known for its narrow gauge railway, which is still in operation. This narrow gauge railway in Banovići transfers coal from nearby mines, and here in the town of Oskova is the transshipment point of coal. So it's transported from narrow gauge trains to broad gauge ones. There is also a lot of trucks that transport this coal to probably different areas, not only to Tuzla. I see some trucks with Serbian license plates. So yeah, it's quite a significant location for local economy. Here we go. There must be at least 2 steam locomotives that are not in operation anymore. This is one of them, which was produced in 1961 somewhere in Yugoslavia. We are in the cab, and this is narrow gauge steam locomotive. It's not broad gauge. That's why its sizes, general like dimensions, are smaller than the dimensions of the standard gauge locomotive. And just behind the building of the depot is another abandoned steam locomotive. Here it is. And as you can see, it stays on the triple track, or let us say double track. So it was operational both for a standard gauge railway and like narrow gauge trains. And finally, there is the third abandoned steam locomotive. This one doesn't seem to be operational at all. It also relates to the standard gauge railway, and both of the standard gauge steam locomotives probably only worked for shunting at this like transshipment point of coal. So they didn't really run far away from this place, at least during the last years of their exploitation. There is the mining facility. Well, maybe we can see something. Yeah, look! The coal is currently loaded into like standard gauge wagons. There it is. And here is another interesting rolling stock. We are on the narrow gauge railway station, which is active. And here is this lovely diesel locomotive that actually pulls coal trains from the mine to here. Yeah, this is how it works basically. They open the side doors of the wagon to unload the coal in that sort of place. Currently they are closed, so coal inside the wagons. There is another locomotive which pulls this like partly loaded coal train through the transshipment point. It moves slowly to change just like 2 or 3 wagons. There is the person who opens them. Wait a minute. That's how it is done. They open the bottom doors and load, and like the coal starting to just vanishing under wagons. The workers actually seem to be quite chilly about my presence here. They didn't even try to kick me off from here. They basically doing their job. Train from the mine has just arrived to the facility. It's going to stay here for some time. Then the locomotive that has just pulled the train is going to connect to another empty train and go to the mine. And I have just spoken to the train engineer. Apparently he allowed me to ride with him in the diesel locomotive. Well, if I understood him correctly, this is the win for today, probably, because that's probably the unique opportunity to do so. Anyway, there is no passenger service at all. Okay, so we are in the diesel locomotive, in the narrow gauge diesel locomotive. We are going to do some shunting. This is the control panel. The control panel, if you go that way, this is the speedometer. Alright, we have just returned to Banovici mining facility, and yeah, that was an epic journey that I personally didn't expect to conduct, but friendly train engineers allowed me to ride with them to the mine and return here basically the same way. Yeah, the whole journey to the mine took approximately 30 minutes and 30 to 40 minutes back. So we will probably see each other in my new video. Thank you for watching this one. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the bell not to miss new videos, and of course click the like button and write your comments. See you!